So for the second video today, it's just a continuation from last week's in my interest series. That's right. To carry on from where I finished from last week, so I talked about my interests then, my really strong interests in Kate Winslet and babies, because of Kate Winslet having a baby. That stemmed from my interest in Titanic, and I've talked about my lifelong interest in food. That took a sort of a little backseat, not a big backseat, while I was interested in Kate Winslet, but it's always fair. Food is what makes the world go round. I guess I don't know why I'm so interested in food. I sometimes think about it. Maybe I think it might be something to do with routine. It's like, because I need routine. I really need routine. Food is like part of that routine. Like, you eat at set times each day. Well, I do. I don't know about most people, but I do. And it's something to look forward to each day. And it's very kind of like, I don't know, it's something that I really enjoy, I guess from like a sensory perspective or something. And I'm quite lucky in that respect, because I know there are like other autistic people, quite a number of autistic people who like have had like issues with taste and stuff. But for me, taste is one of my senses that brings me a lot of pleasure. And I don't know, I don't know if it is connected to my Asperger's or not, my intense love of food. It might be, or it might just be me. It might just be my personality, you know. But yeah, I do love food, to the point of obsession, some might say. I mean, I talk about it a hell of a lot. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a chef. That's never happened, because I couldn't work in a fast-paced kitchen. I could work in my own kitchen quite well. And yeah, I think because I've always loved food, so I spent a lot of time practicing cooking when I was a kid with my mum, so I have learned quite a few cooking skills, which compared to the fact that in other areas of my life, I don't really have many, I'm not quite so practically minded. It is good, but I do have some skills in cooking. I think that's quite an asset, really. So I guess that is one of my strengths, but only because, as I say, because it's my special interest. So I think that's often the case in autism. If it's like your special interest, you do invest a lot of time and energy in trying to acquire a skill. So yeah, I suppose I'm quite fortunate in that aspect, particularly as many young people these days just don't even know how to boil an egg. So yes, at least I do have that ability, I'd say. But yeah, so what happened then? After my interest in Kate Winslet came to an end. I believe my interest in Kate Winslet will never come to an end. I believe that it would be lifelong. As I talked about in another video, it was a very, very positive interest. And one positive that I haven't yet mentioned was its effect on my schoolwork. Because at first, I was not at all academic. I was in a slow stream at school, you know, I needed a lot of learning support. My parents did help me like loads to do my homework and stuff, because I didn't know how to do my homework, I didn't know how to write essays, I didn't know how to organise my work, I didn't know any of that. So my parents spent a lot of time and effort kind of almost like hothousing me in a way to kind of like help me with my homework. Sometimes they even did my homework for me, like I just wrote out what they said, because I literally had no idea how to do homework. I didn't know how to write an essay, as I said. But what happened over time was that at first I had this really narrow, and it was narrow because I literally wasn't interested in anything else, interest in Kate Winslet and babies. But what happened was I eventually began to realise that actually schoolwork was really, really important, and that I should actually start to do my work. Because my parents were like, no one really expected me to do well in GCSEs, but my parents did tell me, you know, that they are really important, and you know, just to try and do as well as I could. Because they are really important qualifications. And I think I became aware that actually they are important. I didn't want to leave school without any qualifications, because I was just aware that they were really important. They haven't actually got me anywhere because I can't work, but at the time, when I was still in my denial stage about my other problems, and I just thought, well, I needed these qualifications. So I did put in a lot of effort, and actually Kate Winslet came to the rescue, because what I could do, even in subjects that didn't initially interest me, because they didn't interest me inherently on their own, by relating in my mind to Kate Winslet, they became interesting. So, for example, when I was studying history, I could kind of like think to myself, oh, what would Kate Winslet have done, like in the Second World War? I was like fantasising about Kate Winslet, thinking of Kate Winslet, I don't know, in the Second World War or something. Or I could kind of like connect it in my mind to think, oh, when Kate Winslet was at school, she would have learned similar. So I could kind of constantly draw a narrative with Kate Winslet in it, in my mind. I just did it naturally. So I think that really, really helped. And that gave me some kind of motivation, and made what was otherwise something that was otherwise didn't really mean much to me, made it more meaningful and like connected. And in the end, I put in a lot of effort in my GCSEs, and I did actually get some good results. Obviously, my parents helped me a lot, and I think if my parents hadn't helped me so much with coursework and stuff, which I know is cheating, but you know, at the end of the day, I reckon quite a few parents do this, and like I couldn't write essays in school, weren't helping me properly. They should have been, but they kind of were negligent. yeah, so like, but I did do obviously all the revision for exams was off my own back. I've actually relied on my good memory. I've got a really good memory. I've got almost photographic memory. If I apply myself, I can memorise whole books. Obviously, only if I decide to memorise whole book, but I can memorise whole books if I want to. So basically, when it came to exams, I was literally just writing everything out from memory. So I was like reams of paper. I was writing out a whole book from my head. It literally was just remembering a book and transcribing it onto paper, so I did not get good marks. It's a joke, really, when you think about it. But hey, that's the education system. So I did get some good grades. The only one I failed outright was maths, because I can't do maths. I'm dyscalculic. I just can't do it. So I failed that one. But I did get my science one, which is good. I was in a lower set for science, but I managed to get a C. I actually started to find science quite interesting as well. I was only in the lower set because of my problems with maths, really. And yeah. But I did manage to get a C because I did literally spend a lot of time like learning everything, and I did find it really interesting. Yeah, I couldn't get higher than a C. But yeah, as I say, I got all of them apart from maths. And art, because I did the coursework wrong, because I didn't get the coursework, but that's not important. Then I went to university to study history. Sorry, just check the time. Sorry. Yeah, I went to university to study history. I went to my local university because I couldn't study in halls. Because no way I could go out of home. Particularly as I was practically housebound at that point, other than going to school. And I think I went to university mainly. It was just expected of me because like everyone in my family went to university, and it was just like one of those things that was like you go to university and that's what you do. And as I say, no one expected me to get good GCSEs, so it's quite amazing when I did get good GCSEs. It's like my mum was like, oh, you can actually do well, you know, you can, if you apply yourself. And I think I got a confidence boost from that, of doing well in my GCSEs, even though obviously, like I said, my parents helped me loads, and I wouldn't have been able to got those grades without their support. Because with A-levels, my parents backed off a bit, although my dad still helped me quite a lot with English. But I did do the others on my own, so I became more independent, and I still got good grades. And that was more down to me, so that shows I could do it on my own back as well. And so I studied history at university. I think I did history because I thought actually I was quite good at it, and also I did start to find it a bit more interesting. I was actually even starting to become a bit more interested in it on its own right, regardless of Kate Winslet. So my interests are actually broadening. This was a good thing, because up to get my interests would be really, really narrow. And I think Kate Winslet was kind of a scaffolding to me being able to broaden my interests out. So I have become more wide in my interests as I got older. I'm not quite so narrow with my interests as I used to be. I mean, I still get extremely obsessed with things. My interests are still pretty narrow in some places. And I get very, very obsessed with things, but they aren't quite as narrow as they used to be. So that's kind of like a little bit of an improvement, I suppose. So yeah, I'm going to finish this video now because I don't want it to run out of me. So bear with me, I'll carry on the next video. Okay, so thank you for watching this one.